Let's face it, we live in an Amazon world. Need something? Click, click, boom. It's at your door, sometimes within hours. Amazon has become synonymous with ease, selection, and that little dopamine hit of instant gratification. Their logo is practically ubiquitous, a symbol of the modern consumer experience. From humble beginnings as an online bookseller, Amazon's tentacles have spread into nearly every aspect of our lives. Groceries, entertainment streaming, home security, you name it, they've got a finger in the pie and probably deliver the pie too. For many, it's become almost impossible to imagine life without them. Amazon's efficiency often comes at a human cost. Workers face grueling conditions and constant surveillance. Small businesses struggle against Amazon's vast resources. And then there's the issue of your data. Every click and purchase is collected and analyzed. Over the next few minutes, we're going to peel back the layers of convenience and delve into the disturbing truth about Amazon. We'll hear firsthand accounts from workers, experts, and business owners whose lives have been impacted by the company's practices. This isn't about vilifying a single corporation. It's about understanding the complex systems at play and the far-reaching consequences of our choices as consumers. By shining a light on these issues, we can start a conversation about ethical consumption, corporate responsibility, and the future of our economy. So buckle up, grab your Prime delivery snacks, and join us as we embark on this eye-opening journey into the heart of Amazon's empire. The truth, as they say, is often stranger and more disturbing than fiction. Our journey into the heart of Amazon begins in their fulfillment centers, those colossal warehouses where the magic of one-click shopping comes to life. These are the engines of the Amazon machine, where millions of products are sorted, packaged, and shipped out at a dizzying pace. From the outside, they appear as nondescript behemoths, but inside, a carefully orchestrated chaos reigns. Workers, often referred to as associates, navigate a labyrinthine network of conveyor belts, robotic arms, and towering shelves, guided by a symphony of beeps, scanners, and automated instructions. These facilities are marvels of modern logistics, designed for maximum efficiency and output. Every square foot is optimized, every second accounted for. But this relentless focus on speed and productivity comes at a cost, one that is often borne by the workers who power this well-oiled machine. One of the most controversial aspects of Amazon's warehouses is the pervasive surveillance system that monitors workers' every move. Cameras are everywhere, tracking their location, speed, and even their break times. It's a level of scrutiny rarely seen outside of a prison or a dystopian novel. The company claims this is necessary to maintain productivity, prevent theft, and ensure safety. However, critics argue that it creates a culture of fear and intimidation, where workers feel constantly watched and pressured to perform at an unsustainable pace. The surveillance goes beyond cameras. Amazon also uses sophisticated software to track workers' productivity, sending them automated warnings or even terminating them if they fall behind. This constant pressure to meet quotas can lead to burnout, injuries, and a sense of dehumanization. The stories emerging from Amazon's warehouses paint a troubling picture of the human cost of the company's relentless pursuit of efficiency. Workers describe grueling shifts, unrealistic quotas, and a work environment that feels more like a machine than a workplace. Many complain of being treated like robots, constantly pushed to their physical and mental limits. The pressure to meet quotas can be so intense that some workers report skipping bathroom breaks or even urinating in bottles to avoid falling behind. The high turnover rate at Amazon warehouses is another indicator of the challenging working conditions. Many workers leave after a short time, burned out and disillusioned by the experience. Those who stay often do so out of necessity, trapped in a system that leaves them feeling powerless and exploited. The constant surveillance and pressure to perform in Amazon warehouses takes a toll not just on workers' physical health, but also on their mental well-being. The feeling of being constantly watched and judged can create a climate of fear and anxiety, leading to stress, burnout, and even depression. Some workers describe feeling like they are living in a panopticon, where every move is tracked and analyzed. This lack of privacy and autonomy can be dehumanizing, eroding their sense of self-worth and dignity. The fear of making a mistake and facing repercussions can be paralyzing, leading to a climate of self-censorship and reluctance to speak out about problems. Workers may hesitate to report injuries or safety concerns for fear of being penalized or even losing their jobs. Inside Amazon's warehouses, time is the most valuable commodity. Workers are constantly racing against the clock, their every move dictated by algorithms designed to maximize efficiency. This relentless pace takes a toll on both their physical and mental well-being. Imagine standing for hours on end, walking miles each day across concrete floors, all while lifting and sorting heavy packages. Now imagine doing this under constant surveillance, with every pause, every bathroom break, meticulously tracked and analyzed. This is the reality for many Amazon warehouse workers. The pressure to meet ever-increasing quotas can feel suffocating. Workers describe being pushed to their physical limits, often skipping breaks and meals to avoid falling behind. The message is clear: efficiency trumps all else, even the basic needs of human beings. The relentless pace and physically demanding nature of work in Amazon warehouses have led to alarming rates of workplace injuries. Reports have surfaced of musculoskeletal disorders, repetitive strain injuries, and even serious accidents, painting a grim picture of the human cost of Amazon's pursuit of efficiency. Workers often find themselves lifting heavy boxes, twisting into awkward positions, and engaging in repetitive motions for hours on end. This can take a toll on their bodies, leading to chronic pain, joint problems, and long-term health issues. Despite the high injury rates, some workers report feeling pressured to work through pain or downplay their injuries for fear of retaliation. The fear of losing their jobs, coupled with a workplace culture that prioritizes productivity above all else, can create a dangerous environment where workers' health and safety are compromised. As Amazon has grown into a global behemoth, it has faced increasing scrutiny over its treatment of workers and its attempts to stifle dissent within its ranks. Reports have emerged of the company using various tactics to discourage workers from speaking out or organizing for better working conditions. Some workers allege that they have faced retaliation for raising concerns about safety, wages, or working conditions. This can range from being assigned more difficult tasks to facing disciplinary action or even termination. Amazon has also been accused of using sophisticated surveillance techniques to monitor worker organizing efforts. This can include tracking social media activity, infiltrating worker groups, and even using facial recognition technology to identify and target organizers. Section 4. A global problem: exploitation beyond borders. Amazon's workforce issues are global. Workers in the US, Europe, and Asia face grueling conditions, low pay, and lack of respect. Promises of job creation often come at a cost, prioritizing speed over well-being. The fight for workers' rights at Amazon is global, requiring solidarity. By sharing their stories, workers can demand better treatment. Section 1. The crush of competition. Amazon versus everyone. Amazon's dominance extends far beyond its own virtual storefront. It has become an unavoidable force in the marketplace, impacting businesses of all sizes and across all sectors. While the company often touts its commitment to small businesses, the reality on the ground tells a more complicated story. For many small businesses, competing with Amazon feels like an uphill battle against a giant. Amazon's vast resources, sophisticated logistics network, and relentless focus on low prices give it a significant advantage, often leaving smaller competitors struggling to keep up. The pressure to offer competitive prices, often at razor-thin margins, can be crushing for small businesses. Many find themselves forced to lower their prices to unsustainable levels, simply to stay afloat in an Amazon-dominated market. Section 2. Predatory pricing, undercutting the little guy. One of the most contentious aspects of Amazon's business practices is its use of predatory pricing. This strategy involves selling products at or below cost to gain market share, often with the intention of driving competitors out of business. While Amazon argues that its low prices are simply a result of its efficiency and scale, critics claim that the company is willing to operate at a loss in certain categories to eliminate competition and establish a dominant market position. This practice can have devastating consequences for small businesses, who often lack the resources to withstand a prolonged period of price wars. Once competitors are driven out, Amazon is free to raise prices, giving it significant control over the market. The vastness of Amazon's marketplace, while offering incredible selection, also presents a breeding ground for counterfeit goods. Despite the company's efforts to combat the problem, fake products continue to plague the platform, deceiving consumers and undermining legitimate businesses. From electronics to clothing to cosmetics, counterfeit goods can be found in nearly every category on Amazon. These fakes often look deceptively similar to the real thing, but they may be made with inferior materials, pose safety risks, or simply fail to perform as advertised. Adding to the problem is the issue of review manipulation. Amazon's review system, once a valuable tool for consumers, has become increasingly susceptible to manipulation by both sellers and bots. Fake reviews, both positive and negative, can artificially inflate or deflate a product's rating, misleading consumers and distorting the marketplace. As we've seen, the convenience of Amazon comes at a price, for workers, for competitors, for the integrity of the marketplace itself. But the question remains, are we, as consumers, complicit in perpetuating these practices? Every time we prioritize speed and low prices over ethical considerations, we contribute to a system that often values efficiency over human well-being and fairness. Our insatiable appetite for convenience has created a monster, and it's time we acknowledge our role in feeding it. This is not to say that we must abandon online shopping altogether, but it does require us to become more conscious consumers, to think critically about the choices we make and the impact they have on the world around us. Every click, search, and purchase on Amazon is recorded and analyzed. This data feeds a machine learning algorithm, predicting and manipulating our behavior. Amazon knows what you buy, almost buy, and consider buying. It knows what you watch, listen to, and ask Alexa. This information is valuable and potentially concerning. Amazon claims it's for personalization, but the line is blurry. When does personalized become invasive? And what if this data falls into the wrong hands? Amazon's data collection extends far beyond its own website and apps. Through subsidiaries, partnerships, and tracking technologies, Amazon gathers information about your offline activities, creating a comprehensive profile of your habits and movements. Shopping at Whole Foods links your purchase data to your Amazon account. Ring doorbell footage is stored on Amazon servers. This ecosystem builds a detailed picture of your life. Even without Amazon devices, online behavior is tracked through cookies and pixels. Invisible trackers collect data about your browsing history and ad clicks. The data Amazon collects is not simply stored away in a digital vault. It's put to work, fueling sophisticated algorithms designed to predict and manipulate our behavior. This personalized persuasion is the engine of Amazon's success, but it also raises concerns about manipulation and the erosion of our autonomy. Through targeted advertising, personalized recommendations, and even subtle design choices on its platform, Amazon can nudge us towards certain products, influence our purchasing decisions, and ultimately shape our consumer habits. This level of influence, often operating below our conscious awareness, can be unsettling. The algorithms Amazon employs are constantly evolving, becoming more sophisticated in their ability to anticipate our needs and exploit our vulnerabilities. As these systems become more powerful and pervasive, it's crucial that we understand how they work and the potential consequences for our autonomy and freedom of choice. In an era of data collection, reclaiming control over our digital identities is crucial. We can protect our privacy by reading policies, adjusting permissions, and being mindful online. Supporting privacy advocacy and demanding transparency from tech companies are vital. It's about preserving a free and open internet. We live in a world increasingly shaped by Amazon's influence, whether we realize it or not. The company's tentacles reach into so many aspects of our lives, often in subtle and insidious ways, that it can feel impossible to escape its shadow. This pervasiveness creates an illusion of choice. Sure, we can choose from millions of products delivered to our doorsteps with remarkable speed, but at what cost? Are we truly free to make informed decisions when the very options available to us are shaped by algorithms designed to maximize Amazon's profits? This illusion extends beyond the marketplace. Amazon's influence seeps into our culture, our media consumption, our very understanding of the world. From the books we read on Kindle to the movies we stream on Prime Video, the company's algorithms shape our perspectives and reinforce our existing biases. Section 2. The erosion of community, from Main Street to cyber streets. As Amazon's empire expands, it leaves a trail of disruption in its wake. One of the most concerning consequences of its dominance is the erosion of local communities and the weakening of the social fabric that binds us together. The decline of brick-and-mortar stores, unable to compete with Amazon's low prices and convenience, leaves gaping holes in our town centers. These were once vibrant hubs of social interaction, where neighbors bumped into each other, local businesses thrived, and a sense of community flourished. In their place, we are left with a sterile and impersonal online marketplace, where interactions are reduced to clicks and transactions. The human element, the sense of shared experience and connection, is slowly being eroded. Section 3. Reclaiming our future, a call for conscious consumption. The issues we've explored are complex but not insurmountable. As consumers, we must be aware of our choices' impact. We can start by becoming more conscious consumers. This means being mindful of the products we buy and the companies we support. It means asking ourselves, who benefits from our purchases? What are the environmental and social costs? Are there more ethical alternatives available? We can choose to support local businesses, to prioritize quality over quantity, and to invest in products that are built to last. We can demand greater transparency from corporations, advocate for stronger consumer protections, and hold our elected officials accountable for enacting meaningful regulations. The future is not predetermined. It is shaped by the choices we make every day. By becoming more conscious consumers, by demanding better from the companies we support, and by working together to create a more just and sustainable world, we can reclaim our future and build an economy that works for everyone. Section 1. The high cost of convenience. We've journeyed deep into Amazon, uncovering the hidden costs of our addiction to convenience. One-click shopping masks a system that can exploit workers, stifle competition, and erode our privacy. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but we must not accept this as the norm. Accepting it means unchecked corporate power and human dignity sacrificed for efficiency. We cannot ignore the human faces behind the packages, the voices silenced by corporate power, the communities hollowed out by online commerce. Convenience should not come at the expense of our values and shared humanity. Section 2. A call to action, reclaiming our power. This is not a call to abandon online shopping altogether. It's a call to become conscious consumers. Support businesses that align with our values. Prioritize quality over quantity. Invest in products that last. Reduce reliance on disposable goods. Demand better from corporations. Hold them accountable for their impact. Advocate for stronger consumer protections. Choose wisely. Choose consciously. Let's choose a future where convenience doesn't cost our humanity. Please subscribe, comment, and like this video.